Question 1. What is the official residence of the Prime Minister? A. Windsor Castle. B. Buckingham Palace. C. 10 Downing Street. D. The Tower of London. Answer. C. 10 Downing Street. The official residence of the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom is 10 Downing Street. Question 2. Which kingdom united with England to form Great Britain in the early 18th century? A. Wales. B. Scotland. C. Ireland. D. Brittany. Answer. B. Scotland. The Kingdom of Scotland united with the Kingdom of England to form Great Britain in the early 18th century under the Acts of Union 1707. Question 3. What is the role of the Secretary of State for Defence? A. Overseeing domestic security. B. Managing foreign diplomatic relations. C. Overseeing the armed forces and defence policy. D. Managing the national budget. Answer. C. Overseeing the armed forces and defence policy. The Secretary of State for Defence is responsible for the defence of the United Kingdom and oversees the British Armed Forces. Question 4. Which document is known as the cornerstone of British constitutional law? A. The Bill of Rights 1689. B. The Magna Carta 1215. C. The Act of Union 1707. D. The Human Rights Act 1998. Answer. B. The Magna Carta 1215. The Magna Carta is considered the cornerstone of British constitutional law, establishing the principle that everyone, including the King, is subject to the law. Question 5. What are the main responsibilities of the Treasury? A. Managing the country's cultural heritage. B. Overseeing national defence. C. Economic policy and government expenditure. D. Education and public health. Answer. C. Economic policy and government expenditure. The main responsibilities of the Treasury include managing economic policy and government expenditure in the United Kingdom. Question 6. Who is the patron saint of Wales, and what day is celebrated in his honour? A. Saint David, March 1. B. Saint Andrew, November 30. C. Saint George, April 23. D. Saint Patrick, March 17. Answer. A. Saint David, March 1. Saint David is the patron saint of Wales, and Saint David's Day is celebrated on March 1. Question 7. Describe the significance of the English Bill of Rights. A. It affirmed royal supremacy. B. It established the rights of Parliament over the monarchy. C. It ended the feudal system. D. It created the Commonwealth. Answer. B. It established the rights of Parliament over the monarchy. The English Bill of Rights in 1689 limited the powers of the monarchy and established certain rights of Parliament, further shaping the system of government in England. Question 8. What is the primary role of the Cabinet in the UK government? A. To adjudicate legal disputes. B. To legislate new laws. C. To advise the monarch and implement government policy. D. To oversee local governments. Answer. C. To advise the monarch and implement government policy. The Cabinet's primary role is to advise the monarch and implement government policy in the UK. Question 9. Name the highest court in the United Kingdom. A. The Royal Courts of Justice. B. The Court of Appeals. C. The Supreme Court. D. The High Court. Answer. C. The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the United Kingdom. Question 10. What is the minimum age for jury service in the UK? A. 16. B. 18. C. 21. D. 25. Answer. B. 18. The minimum age for jury service in the UK is 18. Question 11. Which two houses make up the UK Parliament? A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. B. The House of Representatives and the Senate. C. The House of Lords and the Royal House. D. The Commons House and the Nobles House. Answer. A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. The UK Parliament is made up of two houses, the House of Commons and the House of Lords. Question 12. What is the significance of the Elizabethan era in British history? A. It marked the beginning of British colonial expansion. B. It was characterized by economic downturn. C. It was noted for cultural renewal and expansion. D. It saw the decline of the monarchy. Answer. C. It was noted for cultural renewal and expansion. The Elizabethan era, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, was noted for significant cultural renewal and expansion in English history. Question 13. Who are the members of the British Commonwealth? A. Only European countries. B. Former British Empire territories and dependencies. C. All countries of the world. D. Members of the European Union. Answer. B. Former British Empire territories and dependencies. The British Commonwealth is primarily composed of countries that were formerly territories and dependencies of the British Empire. Question 14. What is the significance of the Armistice Day? A. It marks the end of the English Civil War. B. It commemorates the end of World War I. C. It celebrates the signing of the Magna Carta. D. It marks the beginning of the Commonwealth. Answer. B. It commemorates the end of World War I. Armistice Day, observed on November 11th, commemorates the armistice signed between the Allies of World War I and Germany for the cessation of hostilities. Question 15. Explain the role of the Speaker in the House of Commons. A. To represent the monarch in Parliament. B. To maintain order during debates and ensure parliamentary rules are followed. C. To vote on legislation. D. To draft legislation. Answer. B. To maintain order during debates and ensure parliamentary rules are followed. The Speaker of the House of Commons is responsible for maintaining order during debates and ensuring that parliamentary rules are followed. Question 16. What is meant by devolution in the UK political context? A. The process of dissolving Parliament. B. The transfer of power from central government to regional governments. C. The change from monarchy to democracy. D. The centralization of governmental powers. Answer. B. The transfer of power from central government to regional governments. Devolution in the UK refers to the transfer of powers from the central government to regional governments in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Question 17. How is the British economy primarily classified? A. As a command economy. B. As a mixed economy. C. As a traditional economy. D. As a barter economy. Answer. B. As a mixed economy. The British economy is primarily classified as a mixed economy, featuring both private enterprise and governmental participation. Question 18. What landmark event in the mid-20th century changed the British Empire into the Commonwealth? A. The signing of the Treaty of Versailles. B. The enactment of the British Nationality Act 1948. C. The end of World War II. D. The establishment of the United Nations. Answer. B. The enactment of the British Nationality Act 1948. This act redefined the status of Commonwealth citizens and was a key step in the transition from the British Empire to the Commonwealth of Nations. Question 19. Who has the power to declare war and peace in the UK? A. The Prime Minister. B. The Monarch. C. The Parliament. D. The Secretary of State for Defence. Answer. C. The Parliament. The power to declare war and peace in the UK formally rests with Parliament, although in practice, this decision is often driven by the government. Question 20. What is the Church of England, and who is its supreme governor? A. A Protestant Christian church, the Archbishop of Canterbury. B. A Catholic Christian church, the Pope. C. A Protestant Christian church, the monarch. D. A non-denominational spiritual group, the Prime Minister. Answer. C. A Protestant Christian church, the monarch. The Church of England is a Protestant Christian church, and its supreme governor is the monarch. Question 21. Explain the process of appointing life peers to the House of Lords. A. Elected by the general public during national elections. B. Appointed by the Prime Minister and approved by the Queen. C. Chosen by the existing members of the House of Lords. D. Appointed by the House of Commons. Answer. B. Appointed by the Prime Minister and approved by the Queen. Life peers are appointed to the House of Lords by the Prime Minister and are formally approved by the Queen. Question 22. What does the royal assent signify in the legislative process? A. It is the final approval by the House of Commons. B. It is a formal objection by the House of Lords. C. It is the monarch's formal approval of a bill becoming law. D. It signifies the rejection of a bill by the monarch. Answer. C. It is the monarch's formal approval of a bill becoming law. The royal assent is the final step in the legislative process where the monarch formally approves a bill to become law. Question 23. What is the primary function of the Home Office? A. Managing the National Health Services. B. Overseeing domestic security and immigration. C. Handling the country's finances and economic policy. D. Regulating education and schools. Answer. B. Overseeing domestic security and immigration. The primary function of the Home Office is to oversee domestic security and immigration in the UK. Question 24. Describe the voting system used in general elections in the UK. A. Proportional representation. B. First past the post. C. Single transferable vote. D. Mixed member proportional. Answer. B. First past the post. The voting system used in general elections in the UK is the first past the post system, where the candidate with the most votes in a constituency wins. Question 25. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? A. Theresa May. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Elizabeth I. D. Mary Queen of Scots. Answer. B. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, serving from 1979 to 1990. Question 26. What is habeas corpus, and why is it important in UK law? A. It refers to the right to a fair trial. B. It is the practice of holding parliamentary sessions. C. It is the right to be brought before a court or judge. D. It is the process of passing legislation. Answer C. It is the right to be brought before a court or judge. Habeas corpus is a legal principle that is important in UK law because it safeguards individual freedom by ensuring that a person detained by authorities is entitled to a court hearing to challenge the legality of the detention. Question 27. What rights are protected under the Human Rights Act 1998? A. Right to fair labour practices. B. Right to privacy, freedom of expression, and a fair trial. C. Right to vote. D. Right to government employment. Answer B. Right to privacy, freedom of expression, and a fair trial. The Human Rights Act 1998 protects various rights such as the right to privacy, freedom of expression, and the right to a fair trial. Question 28. What landmark law marked the beginning of the welfare state in the UK? A. The National Health Service Act 1946. B. The Education Act 1944. C. The Welfare Reform Act 2012. D. The Beveridge Report. Answer A. The National Health Service Act 1946. The National Health Service Act 1946 was a landmark law that marked the beginning of the welfare state in the UK by establishing the National Health Service. Question 29. Who are the UK's national poets and why are they significant? A. William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge for their role in the Romantic movement. B. William Shakespeare and John Donne for their contributions to Elizabethan literature. C. Robert Burns and Dylan Thomas for their cultural representations. D. Geoffrey Chaucer and Thomas Hardy for their innovations in poetry and prose. Answer A. William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge for their role in the Romantic movement. These poets are significant for their influential works that helped define the Romantic era in British literature. Question 30. What are the ceremonial duties performed by the royal family? A. Conducting diplomatic visits. B. Participating in legislative sessions. C. Leading the military. D. Directing government policies. Answer A. Conducting diplomatic visits. One of the primary ceremonial duties performed by the royal family is conducting diplomatic visits, which help maintain and strengthen international relations. Question 31. What is the purpose of the state opening of Parliament? A. To elect the Speaker of the House of Commons. B. To formally start the parliamentary session with the Queen's speech. C. To introduce new members of the House of Lords. D. To debate and vote on proposed legislation. Answer B. To formally start the parliamentary session with the Queen's speech. The state opening of Parliament marks the formal start of the parliamentary session, where the Queen delivers a speech outlining the government's agenda. Question 32. How are laws reviewed in the UK? A. Through public referendums. B. By the monarch alone. C. In parliamentary committees and debates. D. By the Prime Minister's executive order. Answer C. In parliamentary committees and debates. Laws in the UK are reviewed through detailed discussions in parliamentary committees and debates among members of Parliament. Question 33. What is the significance of the Magna Carta in the modern UK? A. It serves as the current constitution. B. It has no relevance today. C. It underpins the principles of modern democracy and rule of law. D. It is used primarily in ceremonial occasions. Answer: C. It underpins the principles of modern democracy and rule of law. The Magna Carta is significant in the modern UK as it laid foundational principles that continue to underpin democracy and the rule of law. Question 34. Name the powers reserved by the UK Parliament in Scottish governance. A. Education and health. B. Defence and foreign affairs. C. Agriculture and sports. D. Local government and tourism. Answer: B. Defence and foreign affairs. In Scottish governance, the UK Parliament reserves powers related to defence and foreign affairs. Question 35. What was the Great Reform Act and why was it important? A. It reformed agricultural laws. B. It changed the British electoral system to increase voter representation. C. It established the National Health Service. D. It ended the use of the death penalty in the UK. Answer: B. It changed the British electoral system to increase voter representation. The Great Reform Act of 1832 was important because it reformed the electoral system by increasing the number of people eligible to vote and making the electoral system more representative. Question 36. How does one become a British citizen? A. By being born in the UK. B. Through marriage to a British citizen. C. By naturalisation or registration. D. By purchasing citizenship. Answer: C. By naturalisation or registration. One can become a British citizen through the process of naturalisation or registration, depending on their circumstances and eligibility. Question 37. What are the qualifications needed to vote in a UK general election? A. Being a resident of the UK. B. Being a UK, Commonwealth or Irish citizen aged 18 or over. C. Having a university degree. D. Owning property in the UK. Answer: B. Being a UK, Commonwealth or Irish citizen aged 18 or over. These are the qualifications needed to be eligible to vote in a UK general election. Question 38. Name one major British contribution to global culture. A. The English language. B. The invention of the telephone. C. The discovery of penicillin. D. All of the above. Answer: D. All of the above. Major British contributions to global culture include the English language, the invention of the telephone by Alexander Graham Bell, and the discovery of penicillin by Alexander Fleming. Question 39. What event is celebrated with a bonfire and fireworks on November 5th? A. The Queen's birthday. B. New Year's Eve. C. Guy Fawkes Night. D. Christmas Eve. Answer: C. Guy Fawkes Night. Guy Fawkes Night, also known as Bonfire Night, is celebrated on November 5th with bonfires and fireworks to commemorate the foiling of the Gunpowder Plot in 1605. Question 40. What are the legal systems in Scotland and Northern Ireland? A. Both use the English common law system. B. Scotland uses civil law and Northern Ireland uses common law. C. Scotland uses common law and Northern Ireland uses civil law. D. Both use distinctly separate legal systems from England and Wales. Answer: D. Both use distinctly separate legal systems from England and Wales. Scotland and Northern Ireland each have their own legal systems, which are separate and distinct from the English common law system used in England and Wales. Question 41. How does the UK participate in the European Union after Brexit? A. The UK remains a full member of the EU. B. The UK does not participate in the EU. C. The UK participates in select EU programmes as a non-member. D. The UK has reapplied for EU membership. Answer: C. The UK participates in select EU programmes as a non-member. After Brexit, the UK continues to participate in certain European Union programmes, but as a non-member state. Question 42. Describe the structure of local government in England. A. Unified under a single national system. B. Divided into counties and municipalities. C. Organised into parishes and regions. D. No structured local government system. Answer: B. Divided into counties and municipalities. Local government in England is structured into counties and municipalities, each with its own council and administrative responsibilities. Question 43. What are the primary functions of the Scottish Parliament? A. Handling foreign affairs and defence. B. Managing education, health and housing. C. Governing English regions. D. Overseeing UK-wide transportation. Answer: B. Managing education, health and housing. The Scottish Parliament primarily handles devolved matters such as education, health and housing within Scotland. Question 44. What historic event led to the formation of the United Kingdom? A. The Norman Conquest. B. The signing of the Magna Carta. C. The Act of Union in 1707. D. The English Civil War. Answer: C. The Act of Union in 1707. The Act of Union in 1707 between England and Scotland led to the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Question 45. How does the UK contribute to international peacekeeping? A. By providing financial support only. B. Through diplomatic efforts alone. C. By participating in military and diplomatic missions. D. The UK does not participate in international peacekeeping. Answer: C. By participating in military and diplomatic missions. The UK contributes to international peacekeeping through both military participation and diplomatic efforts. Question 46. What is the function of the British Judicial Committee of the Privy Council? A. It serves as the final court of appeal for UK cases. B. It advises the Queen on governmental matters. C. It is the final court of appeal for several Commonwealth countries. D. It drafts new laws for consideration by Parliament. Answer: C. It is the final court of appeal for several Commonwealth countries. The Judicial Committee of the Privy Council serves as the final court of appeal for cases from many Commonwealth countries, as well as some UK overseas territories. Question 47. What rights does the Freedom of Information Act 2000 provide to the public? A. The right to access personal data held by the government. B. The right to privacy and data protection. C. The right to access information held by public authorities. D. The right to vote in public elections. Answer: C. The right to access information held by public authorities. The Freedom of Information Act 2000 provides the public with the right to access information held by public authorities, enhancing transparency and accountability. Question 48. Who are the Welsh Assembly and what powers do they have? A. A ceremonial body with no legislative powers. B. The national governing body of Wales with powers over education and health. C. A local council with limited powers in housing and transportation. D. An advisory group to the UK Parliament. Answer: B. the national governing body of Wales with powers over education and health. The Welsh Assembly, now known as the Senedd, is the national governing body of Wales with devolved powers over areas such as education and health. Question 49. What major sporting event does the UK host every 4 years? A. The Summer Olympics. B. The FIFA World Cup. C. The Rugby World Cup. D. The Commonwealth Games. Answer: D. The Commonwealth Games. The UK hosts the Commonwealth Games every 4 years, a major multi-sport event involving athletes from the Commonwealth of Nations. Question 50. What is the significance of the Commonwealth Games to the UK? A. It showcases the UK's sporting talent on a global stage. B. It is primarily a cultural festival with no sporting events. C. It commemorates historical battles of the UK. D. It is a local event with minor international participation. Answer: A. It showcases the UK's sporting talent on a global stage. The Commonwealth Games are significant to the UK as they provide a platform to showcase its sporting talent and strengthen cultural ties within the Commonwealth.